Somerset got their LV County Championship campaign moving in the right direction, ending a run of 3 straight defeats by beating Nottinghamshire by 133 runs at Trent Bridge, a remarkable 22 wickets falling on day 3. Beginning what turned out to be the last day on 195 for 8, 117 runs behind, Notts lost Jake Ball to the 8th delivery of the morning, Jim Allenby finding a thick edge to offer Johan Myburg a catch in the gully. At least Nottinghamshire had managed to earn a batting bonus point, and their job was now to eke out as many runs as possible from their last pair. Samit Patel tried his best, this single taking him to an important 50 off 112 balls with 5 fours and a 6 included. He'd started the day on 35 and was the last out for 56, perfectly finding James Hildreth in the deep off Craig Overton. Overton had 4 for 40 as the home side were dismissed for 226 to trail by 86. Somerset needed that lead too, as Marcus Trescothick was bowled in the first over of the innings by Vernon Philander, the opener with a rare pair in what has been an illustrious career. Indeed, it was just Trescothick's second pair and his first away from Taunton. Philander has bowled well in this match, and his 6th wicket in it arrived in his second over of the innings, Myburg with the edge to Stephen Mullaney. Luke Wood straightened one through the air to then trap Tom Abel in front as the struggling visitors slipped to 12 for 3. That became 26 for 4 when Tom Cooper went in an almost identical fashion to Abel, the home team putting themselves right back in this contest. The fight back continued after lunch as Hildreth just failed to get his pad outside the line to give Mullaney a wicket in the second over of his spell. Ball then dragged one off the pitch to knock out Allenby's off stump, and Somerset were left on 59 for 6 and in danger of being dismissed for double figures for the second time in 2 championship games. The fact that they weren't relied a little on Peter Trigo, who attacked when he could. This has been a pitch which has served up some almost unplayable deliveries from time to time, so it was important for Trigo to strike when he had the opportunity to do so. Ball again found plenty of movement to win an LBW against Trigo, who had to go for 24 even though it looked as if the ball may have done too much. The umpire certainly gave the appeal plenty of thought. So it was left to Alex Sparrow and Lewis Gregory to take the total into 3 figures, that 86-run lead at the start of this innings looking more important with every wicket that fell. Every run was now so crucial, and Gregory picked up 6 of them by pulling Philander over the rope as the overall lead was taken into the 200s. It was 125 for 7 in this innings when Barrow got in a bit of a muddle, caught in 2 minds before offering Mullaney a catch off Harry Gurney. Barrow on his way for a helpful 25. This game was turning out to be just like Nottinghamshire's last one when they lost after leading by 82 in a similarly low-scoring contest at Durham. When Philander trapped Overton in front for 2, Somerset were on 136 for 9, their lead at 222. It looked as if some hitting from last man Tim Groenewald might be important. He struck 2 sixes in his 21, which helped the total along to 161. Some wobble in the air saw Groenewald miss-hit another attempt to clear the ropes. Gurney with a catch in the deep, which gave Nottinghamshire a target of 248 to win for the first time this summer in red ball cricket. They needed a start but didn't get one as Mullaney fell to Groenewald's 5th ball, turning this delivery off his hip to Abel. It was a remarkable day, but again not a good one for the home team, who were on 24 for 2 when Brendan Taylor became the 9th LBW victim of the match. Trescothick then denied his years by scooping the ball one-handed just off the ground to see the back of Greg Smith for 2, a wonderful catch that left Nottinghamshire in trouble on 28 for 3. Unlike last week's defeat to Durham, the side batting last here were finding conditions no easier than before. Ricky Vessels has been just about the only man to score runs for his county in the last couple of weeks, while all around him have struggled. He'd added 29 with James Taylor, who fell for 8 when he leant too far over on the shot and was LBW to Allenby. In the space of 2 overs, Nottinghamshire were completely taken out of this contest. Patel edged Overton to Trescothick to go for a single second time out, and then Chris Reed clipped an Allenby half volley straight to Abel at mid-wicket. It was going from bad to worse for the home team, who were heading for a second successive defeat. It was nearly 7 o'clock in the evening when Vessels nicked Gregory to Trescothick for catch number 3 to depart for 30, and with him went any slim chance his side might have had. It had become a procession of wickets throughout a day hated by the batsmen. Wood was sent off by Groenewald before he'd scored, leaving it to Philander to see what he could do with the last couple at the crease with him. The South African top scored with 35, but Nottinghamshire's innings lasted only 35 overs. Groenewald grabbed his third of the innings as Ball pretty much repeated his dismissal from earlier in the day. And at 20 past 7, it was all over. Groenewald finishing with figures of 4 for 41 as he clipped Gurney's leg bail to end this game in a hurry. Nottinghamshire all out for 114 to lose by 133 runs. It was a huge boost for Somerset, who took 22 points from Trent Bridge to move off the foot of the table, leapfrogging their opponents in the process. Notts had to settle for 4 points. Somerset will now look forward a bit more to welcoming the champions Yorkshire to Taunton from Sunday. Nottinghamshire will be in the bottom 2 by the end of the next round of games, which they miss.